Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Hey Lakers, have you ever walked past the media center and noticed a meeting going on and you didn't know whether or not you could go inside the media center?
Well, we talked to a few people and we asked when you can and cannot go in.
I'm at the high school on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm here all day, and I'm at the middle school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have been cataloging books. I have been re-cataloging books to get everything in order. I have been working on the scrapbooks to get them finished up, and in the last year, a lot of people have used those to go back and find records.
And now that we know when you're allowed in the media center, let's go ask what exactly they're doing in the media center.
So the group that uses it most often is the Midwest Regional Educational Service Center, which is educational service centers are set up throughout the state of Ohio, and their basic role is to support school districts and to provide services for districts that they may not otherwise have. That's a good question. It really just depends on what kind of meetings they need to have, what kind of, a lot of times they're offering professional development for teachers throughout our region, so it really just depends on the demand, but I would say they're in there at least a couple days a week normally. So after COVID, we obviously changed some of our operations. We didn't have the library open quite as often as we had before. Honestly, things have just changed. You know, you used to go to the library to read books, and now we can get a lot of those things done online. There is no money exchanged at all. In fact, the reason why we allow the ESC to use our facility is because we're such centrally located within the ESC's geographic region, and it saves us a ton of money because our teachers can engage in professional development right here on campus, so we don't have to pay for any mileage. And a lot of times, even though there isn't actual money being transacted, they will cut us deals on how much it costs for that professional development. So ultimately we make money off of it, but there's not any money that's ever transferred.
Now that we know what they're doing in our media center, let's talk about how it's affecting our parking spots.
Yeah, so the parking, that's always tricky with students and outside folks coming in. We try to tell the outside folks designated areas to park, but they don't always read their emails, so it's really a struggle. There's a big impact with all these different people coming into the school, and they try to follow our protocols of the proper doors to enter and making sure they have passes and badges on. But as far as like damage to the school, it's very limited. At times it's frustrating because they're having meetings down there or trainings, and kids want to get in there and get a book. It takes up our space. It's supposed to be ours, but it's good for Indian Lake staff because we have training there and we don't have to pay mileage. We can just walk right down the hallway and go to those trainings, and it makes it easy for us.
Now that you know what's happening in our library and when you're allowed in the library, we better see you in there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Peace out, Lakers.
Hey, Lakers, have you noticed how many fundraisers we have? Every grade, every club, and every team seems to need to raise money.
We know we need to pay for prom and graduation, but where else does all the money go? And how many students actually participate? Let's see what different group fundraisers we have.
So we normally do a bundt cake fundraiser, Nothing Bundt Cakes. We've done it twice this year, and then kind of whatever else the junior parents and the junior students decide they want to do to raise money.
For band, we do a couple different fundraisers. We do popcorn, band cards, cards, and cookie dough.
We do our annual hog roast. Each student is required to sell 10 tickets.
Our second big fundraiser that we do is our annual fruit sale. So we encourage each of our members to sell at least $150 in fruit.
Our first big question is, where does some of the money go?
The money we collect normally is for, things outside of the norm. Coaches will use it for various things for sports, and then student activities, things for the students to participate in, trips, and to help students who may not be able to afford certain things.
We decided to talk to a few students who do and don't participate in our fundraisers.
I participate in like 5 a year.
I participate in any that come my way.
I participate in any that come my way as well.
No. It's been since like the flower bulb sale back in when was that? Like 5th grade or 6th grade for the boat trip? No. No, not anymore.
Another question we have is, how do parents feel when their kids bring home another fundraiser?
My parents hate it when I bring fundraisers home.
My parents also hate it because they do most of the work. I just give them the paper.
My parents hate it as well because they usually bring it to their work to sell them.
I guess when I brought fundraisers home to my dad, I know he wouldn't accept it.
My parents liked it when I brought them home because they felt the need to kind of help the school out and buy something.
Well, to be frank with you, it's been a minute. I just don't really remember them caring all too much. It kind of just disappeared until the day it was due, and then some money was there too, so I just brought it back,
Lastly, we have been wondering if fundraisers have been going downhill.
I think fundraisers have went really downhill because a lot of people just choose to not even take the paper home, or they just throw it away, and nobody helps actually raise the money for good causes.
It's majority of the parents doing the work.
Yeah, I think fundraisers are going downhill. As you grow up, you don't want to do that.
Yes, I believe they are, because a lot of people are just getting lazy and not really wanting to do anything. And also the fact of people are starting to become socially awkward and not really want to go around door to door talking to their neighbors.
A few ways we can improve fundraisers is by creating more online selling options and making them more fun and engaging.
We can also create competitions and be more clear about their purposes.
Next time there's a fundraiser, make sure you participate.
What does student council do?
Help people.
Help people and try to make them better leaders.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who's in student council in your grade?
Riley Shaner, I think.
I have no clue.
I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
Rush Hurley. Lux and Mary.
Who is the president of our student council?
No idea.
Evie Wagner.
Oh. What did student council do at your old school?
I don't know what student council is, so I don't know.
They are a body, and there's 2 representatives, sometimes 3 from each class, and they help organize and dictate what is going on in the school. So events, listen for information from their classmates about what people would like to see happen at school, and then we take it to the administration. We can always do more. It's just finding the important things that the students want. You are elected by your peers, usually in the spring, late spring, or in early fall for that next calendar year. We work together. When we're doing things in the cafeteria, we see the entire student body, and then we do take any concerns to the administration.
We meet in the cafeteria about once a month or whenever there are important events. Student council organizes the rose ceremony at homecoming, where they hand the roses. And then Daisy, Franklin, and I spoke at the homecoming parade, so we were kind of in charge of that.
We do things like the Valentine's Day event. We sell flowers.
We do the food drive with the elementary and middle school, and then we take the food to the municipal building in Russell's Point.
One of the other events that we help out with is the volleyball tournament, where we all volunteer and help out during the actual games, and then we donate the money to Drew.
Evie and I went to Riverside and Ben Logan to see how their student council runs.
Bell Fountain opted out. The student government is a part of a variety of things. Every year we have done homecoming planning, a Veterans Day assembly. Years in the past we have done a basketball tournament thing for Heart Association, and then for this year we did meals for parent-teacher conferences for the staff. We do College 101, which we basically set up a bunch of graduates from Ben Logan, and they basically answer like a panel of questions for any seniors or juniors that have questions about the next step in their career.
Our student council plans our homecoming, Veterans Day, senior night, and snowball, and we help set up.
We don't really do much during the spring, so I think we should definitely find something to like even out like our activities. Me and the vice president's idea with our advisor, because last year there were people that did so much and there were some people that did very little. So with different like tasks, so like public speaking, that would be like 10 points. And I think we had to get like a minimum of 50. But then if you like brought in like cookies, because we do a Veterans Day assembly, so if you brought in cookies for that, it'd be like 2 points, because that's a very minimal task and you're not really doing a whole lot. I think this has helped a lot, but that was mainly like our problem was how could your students do more to take the relief off the advisor.
I definitely do think we could do a little bit more, but it's just the fact of finding time to do that.
So as student government president, I had to be in student government for 2 years. I think I had to have a minimum GPA of 3.0. I had to be like an actual class officer at one point.
Like an email's just gonna be sent out to all the students in the school, and they just vote based on who they like in that position.
We sign up, and then the student council members vote for us.
We have like 2 co-advisors. We have one main and then one separate. They do a lot. And I feel like our main advisor, she takes on a lot of stress. So it's very hard to watch her sometimes.
I think our advisors do a lot and the students just kind of sit back and watch them do it, even though it should be students doing most of the work.
There's an initiative with our upperclassmen and there's kind of like a lag for like our underclassmen. So I really feel like it's more of a transition on getting more strong leaders in the early stages of high school. As student council advisors, we definitely rely on Mrs. Jacobs too much to do the work, and I think that it should be more of a student-led thing in the upcoming years.
If you're a student and want to participate in student council, we actually need help, and if you know that you will be responsible and help out and lead student council, then come sign up.
I love Veterans Day.
Last year we did a Brad Jones Memorial Basketball Tournament. We basically did a fundraiser of buying shirts. We sold candy, and that was basically to give back to the Heart Association.
Mine is homecoming because I'm nosy, so I get to know everything beforehand, and we get to plan all the decorations.